I'm ready.
By the way, nephew, I hear tell your mother Nyx is quite the catch. If you'll forgive my saying so, of course. Your father's never had much of a sensibility around companionship, though perhaps this concubine of his brought something out in him at last.
All right, Lord Zeus. You can't stop me. I've returned.
Not ready yet or something?
I'm ready. This offering is but a trifle, Uncle Zeus, for all your magnanimity.
So fine a gift again, my dear nephew. Would that my sons and daughters on Olympus here would show me such respect from time to time. By the way, nephew, I hear tell your mother Nyx is quite the catch. If you'll forgive my saying so, of course. Your father's never had much of a sensibility around companionship, though perhaps this concubine of his brought something out in him at last.
Thunder time. You can't stop me. Goddess Athena, please accept this gift. Your wisdom ever guides me toward the light.
My, how very generous of you to offer me this gift. I'm very grateful, though I ask that you not go out of your way on my account. Let's please stay focused here. I have grown closer than expected with the goddess Nyx in all of this, cousin. It is quite evident to me how much she cares for you. I must admit I envy your relationship sometimes, for I've made do without a mother's presence in my life.
Good enough to eat. A centaur heart. I can take it.
wisdom, Zagreus. A simulacrum of the real thing, at any rate. True wisdom only comes with age, I think.
No time to lose.
Why do I pay these wretches?
Mine now. Power. More coming. No, you don't. Gods want me to pick a favorite. Lord Zeus's strength.
Are you testing the limits of my patience with you, Zagreus? Then I shall test your limits in turn.
Adept either way, I guess.
Conflict between the members of our family is inevitable, Zagreus. All we can do is learn and grow from it.
Something I need. Should come in useful. I'm back, ladies.
How many times have we been going at it like this, Zagreus? You tired of me yet?
We're both immortals, Meg. We'll be seeing plenty of each other for a while yet. I've come to welcome these occasions.
And good. Lashing you across the face beats waiting for the opportunity to do so. Come.
Well, it's been lovely. Blood of the Titans.
You withstood the combined might of the Furies.
Lost to Asphodel. In the bag. Bloodless. You're nothing.
This one says, "Hey mate, if you ever do make it up here on this mountaintop for whatever reason, we should hang out, alright? I can show you around. Your friend, Hermes."
That's the stuff. On to the next one.
Hi, hon. I ever tell you you're a real sweetheart, hon? Because if not, I'm telling you right now. Where would my culinary practice be if not for you?
I think your culinary practice would be every bit as extraordinary, though I'm pleased to have done small service to you in this great pursuit.
Well, we both know you've done a lot more for me than that. I wasn't expecting to make any new friends here anytime soon, so all the more reason it's been a real treat to get to know you. If I may say, you're a hell of a guy, Your Royal Majesty. Gotta tell you, hon, Orpheus sure is different since last he and I met. You know, back when he was still living and breathing and all.
I think the experience of trying to rescue you, failing, dying, becoming court musician, refusing to sing, then being locked in solitary confinement, then finding out about you probably did a number on him. Why, is everything all right? You seem to be getting along last I saw.
Oh, we're getting along great. Better than ever. He used to be a bit more of a hotshot, but now it's like he's a little more, what's the word? Sensitive? Now I can always tell exactly what's on his mind. As you wish, Your Royal Majesty.
Thanks again.
Zag, how did you gather up so much ambrosia there? I mean, sometimes I think the stuff is plentiful up here, but you are positively swimming in it, man.
As well. In the name of Hades. If only you knew just how I feel, Ernie. Wherever your neck went. Take me up. Yes. Elysium. Lots of coin there. curse of chaos has been lifted. My bow grows stronger. More chariots. Delicious.
We have a pest problem. Who is going to clean all this up?
There we go. Whichever god I don't pick won't be pleased.
Oh, come on, Zag. Now that was not the choice I would have made. You messing with me, man? All right, I'll mess with you.
Sorry, Dionysus, mate.
You are not so bad. Just had a little lapse in judgment. Happens to me all the time. Now let's get on with it.
Boosted a boon. You enjoy that, mate? When it comes time to reconsider your price structure, hope you think of me.
Truly was the gods despise us, each in turn, to have divided us like this.
Well, he's just as obstinate as ever, isn't he? Always refused to budge. He ever tell you of the war in which we fought? I fought, I should say. He could have ended it, but he refused to take up arms.
Achilles hasn't been particularly forthcoming about his mortal days, no. So he wouldn't fight. I've heard that mortals sometimes frown on that, but why should he have fought if he didn't believe in the cause?
He shared our cause. So what if it was not completely his? If not for his stubbornness, I would have come here just a bit later, I think.
He blames himself for what happened to you, you know. I figured he failed to defend you or something, not that he didn't fight at all. Although he said something about how, once you died, he shortly followed in a rage.
I wouldn't know a thing about that, stranger, for you see, I was already dead. Getting my place here in the afterlife all sorted out took quite some time, getting accustomed to all this.
Thanks.
heard you got yourself into another mess that needed cleaning up. What do you say we end this quickly?
I say shorthand sounds good to me. There he goes. Hades.
Want it again? Enough, I've better things to do.
No urns permitted in this chamber. Here's the fee. Tart and tasty. Charon, I always thought Olympians never consorted with chthonic gods such as yourself, but it sounds like Hermes is a close colleague of yours. You wouldn't happen to know why he's helping me, would you? I'm sorry, mate. I meant you no offense.
He returns!
He's here, King. Activating armor. It's fortunate repairs in your chariot were completed in time.
Nonsense, my friend. We could defeat this vile hellspawn with or without the additional divine protection we've been granted here. Get him! Listen to that Rendezeus! I warn you, Fizz. You're getting no quarter from me or my good companion over there. Stay out of this!
There's my shade. Should be another such performance soon. And check. No, not the tiny vermin. So you're the ringleader. Thanks, you two. Think I got one. I got a gap. Maybe this way. Lord Dionysus, mate. You must have no shortage of supreme vintage at your disposal, but this one's from me.
Why, Zach, how positively thoughtful, man. I mean, I love it. Positively love this stuff. And I am very moved that you would think of me for it.
In the name of Hades. Do that. chamber. Something for Cerberus.
Goes down smooth.
Maybe I should check the other passageways before I leave. Cheers, mate. All right, Lord Zeus.
Cerberus moves for no one, but for Satysax, he can make an exception.
I can go. Nice night, no?
I must admit, this is a welcome change of pace from all the parchment work. You waste your strength. Which of our relatives aided you this time, boy?
I'll leave that one for you to figure out. Like that?
Enough of this. This is for your own good. I've had it with you, boy. Again, you have defeated me somehow. And yet... farewell.
Got you. In the name of Hades. My weapons can grow even stronger now. No good.
He cannot kill me like this every time, believes the Underworld Prince. He shall eventually have no more ideas. But the Prince, as often is the case, is wrong.
No! Thank you, thank you.
What? What? Oh, neat. Thanks. It's not so bad that you keep coming back like this, is it? At least for me it isn't.
I'm getting used to it. Though I don't think I'd feel particularly welcome anymore if not for you, Hypnos. I know that it's a painful subject, sir, but can you tell me what exactly happened in the war that claimed Patroclus and yourself? He brought it up. Said you refused to fight.
Until he died. I did refuse to fight until he died. But at that point... Look, lad. If we're going to discuss these matters, best we do so in the lounge, not here. The fool of a king I served. I'd never take up arms for him. But Patroclus, he always had a different way of looking at things. As I refused to fight, he rose to the occasion, took up my armor, led my brothers into battle in my guise, fought nobly. But then he, well...
And after you found out, you sought vengeance for him, took vengeance.
That I did. They got me finally, of course, but not before I broke them first. The war soon ended after that. It is an awful contradiction that to quickly end war, one need only extinguish many lives at once. I had not realized it at the time.
Did you allow yourself to die so that you could see Patroclus again here?
I don't know. Maybe. I only know that I was filled with rage. Rage that subsided soon after I arrived here. I felt empty. I never saw Patroclus again. But I learned my brothers honored my last request, as my ashes were laid to rest with his. Anyway, appreciate the drink. Suppose I'd best be getting back to standing quietly about. Though that war, lad, don't ask me about it again. All right?
Of course.
Good work out there.
Hey, Than, something's been troubling me still with what you said about how mortals look at death. If most of them believe their life is all they have, how do they live? I mean, I can't even imagine what that's like. I'd be a lot more careful at the very least.
They live with all their hearts, or at least try. I think there's something to it, truthfully. Though some of them, they fall apart. They get here without me, on their own, gripped with despair. If only they knew what your father always says about all this.
What, you mean that there is no escape? From what? The mortals are up there, not here. Not while they're technically alive in their sense, anyway.
I mean, you can't escape your problems, Zagreus. You can run from your family, but you can't run from everything. You have no choice but to confront it and work through it, sooner or later, one way or another. You and all of us.
I'm starting to notice that, yes. Though, to a mortal who has yet to die, don't they think of death as some sort of release? You come to end their misery, something like that?
I can release them from their decaying bodies. Sometimes the fates demand I bring them in sooner. That's about as much as I can do. Some of them get it early on, how to live. It's quite impressive, really, but they learn so quick.
It really is. Alecto's really something else. She must have been a real handful, huh?
My youngest sister takes a lot of pleasure from her work. I've learned something of that from her. But that's as far as we relate, I think.
She could learn a thing or two from you, I'm sure. About having a little common decency, perhaps.
She won't be learning anything from me. The contempt you get from her is unconditional. I learned not to take it personally.
I see. Freshly caught, just for you, Chef. I'm much obliged.
I thought I'd lost even the gift of music, Zagreus. So thanks again for helping find that one for me.
Nix, have you seen Charon lately? Everything all right with him? I can never tell how he's doing.
Charon and I have not lately taken opportunities to correspond, but he has always been among the least dependent of my children, other than perhaps only the fates. This much I know and can assure to you. He always is content to steer his boat.
I suppose you were the one to thank for his assistance when it comes to selling me his wares and such.
No, he is the one to thank. Do not mistake his lack of speech for lack of cleverness. He serves this house as I do, but he does not answer to me.
Doesn't answer to me either.
Thus starts and ends our brief exchange of pleasantries.
Approved. The lounge's regulars might like this rug, I guess.
Oh, leave the blasted rugs alone for once.
Contractor, I have another job. A serviceable rug for a serviceable lounge.
Are you quite finished alternating rugs?
How about this, contractor? I think we both know that it's time to change the rug. I think we ought to mix things up a bit. Skelly.
Enough with the small talk, boyo. Hit me. Go on. Whoa, careful, pal.